Hey guys, it's Robert with RV Weekends, and I'm about to show you a little maintenance video. It's springtime here, and it's time to do a little maintenance around the RV. So let's get to work. Maintaining your RV is really important for the life of your RV to make it last long and work well. So there's three major things to maintain. One is you want to wash it, keep it clean so it doesn't look horrible. Another one is ultraviolet ray protection. UV protection is really important for RVs because they deteriorate rapidly. In Florida, we have sun all the time, so it's important that we protect all these elements that are susceptible to UV rays. Another one is lubrication. We have a lot of moving parts that need to be lubed, so that's what we're going to work on today. Well, let's take a look at some of the things that I use to achieve high quality RV protection. Here are the things that I use to maintain nice lubrication on all moving parts and UV protecting. Right here we have a slide out silicone lube. This is what I use on my slide outs. For all other general moving parts, I use this Enox Lanax heavy duty anti-corrosive lubricant with lanolin. Very lubricating, very slippery, and very good and easy to use. For UV protectant, right here you got slide out rubber seal conditioner with foam action, UV protectant. So that's what we're going to use. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is lube all the moving parts first. And the reason I do that is because if you wash things and it doesn't properly dry, the lube won't adhere to the pieces that are moving. So I lube them right away first before I do any washing, so they're nice and dry. We haven't had any rain for a while, so everything's dry. So I'm gonna lube all those moving parts first, and I'll show you what I lube. The first thing I'm gonna lube is my slider. So that's not the funnest thing to do because I gotta crawl under the RV. But I like to get the hard stuff done first. Let's do it. Here we go. Oh yeah, at least we got a breeze. Or if you look right here, here is the gears, the flat gear that the slider works on, right here. See a little bit of rust there, so it needs to be lubed. Probably lubed it a little too late. I waited a little too long. And you got these little sliders right here that slide on this rail, so they need to be lubed a little bit. So let's do that now. Very nice. Done with that. Well, I have two of those, so I have to go do the other one. This one doesn't look as bad as the other one. Well, this is the compartment I keep my lube in, so we might as well start here at this compartment. While we got it open, we could just put a little touch here. This is not really a big deal, but it doesn't hurt to lube up these things so they unscrew easy. And this one probably doesn't need it, but I put it in there anyway. I don't even have a solar, but I do it anyway to keep it working nice and keep it from binding up and hopefully not breaking. Maybe one day. All right, here we go. We got these little moving parts right here. Now I don't try to go heavy because this stuff works really well. All right, now we got these hinges right here. And another thing is good to do this first is when I wash the RV, it will wash some of the streaks off. So there we got the hinge loop. Another thing is right in the key holder. Let me see if I can get that in with one hand. Not the key holder, where I put the key in. I shoot a little in there because that gets water. How was that? And it doesn't hurt. I put a little in the screw of on the head of the screw. All right, right below me is a stabilizer jack. So I hit, see all that rust starting to come up? So we hit every moving joint here with some lube. And I hit the little shaft here. Here. There's another area that I don't know if people like to lube, but I like to because it starts to corrode. Right here, underneath my propane tank cover, this little threaded screw gets rusty. So I spray it a little bit. I don't go crazy. And another thing that needs to be improved, I think I want to put some little rubber mats here because that is where the plastic propane tank cover lays and it scratches the paint. So I don't like that. But it is what it is. Another thing is the chain. And then my little pin, my safety pin, and this whole mechanism in here. Keep it all lubed. Why not, right? So we just keep moving around the camper to do the same thing over here on this little door. And moving around from the front of the RV, I come to our steps to get into the RV. Those move. I have to slide these little things over a little. Got to find every part that pivots. Moving on to the other side. And then we, oh yeah, look at that. And watch this. That's beautiful. That's how we want it. Now right above the steps is the door. Look at these hinges. They need lubing, they move, they pivot on each other. And there's three. Not only do I lube the outside, I do the inside, but before we go in, let's do this. And in here, and look at this, this needs to be lubed too. All these moving parts. Now I lube the inside of the hinge. Ta-da! Then we do a little lube right there. That's not as important because it doesn't really move, but the little tongue flaps on that. Nice. And like I said, when I wash the RV, it'll wash all that stuff away. All right, what's next? Got our rear stabilizer. Another thing I like to lube is these little U-bolt threads. This is not that critical, but why not? And you can even take off your spare tire cover and lube those lug nuts. But I keep it covered. All right, now we got this little hinge right here. Lube that. And we're back around for another stabilizer. The last one to lube. All right, we're around to the slider. That means we're done because there's nothing over here. And we're back to the door that we started at. All right, that completes our lubing part of the video. Now we're gonna move on to washing the RV. That's gonna be great and fun, right? Big old RV. So thanks for watching RV Weekends, and I hope to see you next time. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this and my trips around the state of Florida, click the subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my newest video. Thanks for watching RV Weekends. We'll see you next time.